Listen, I'm inside a forest right now because I need to convey a strong message to everybody out there. It's actually a very strong message, just so you know. Now, I actually have a bigger stick in my hand than the previous time I was in the forest. And so today, there were spiders walking on my hands, geese walking around the forest, skunks that I've never seen. But I wanted to tell people that, listen, you can actually never attract what you are not. But I'm being serious. You can actually never attract what you are not. I was literally walking today from there to here, and I was thinking, I'm like, there is a whole ayah in the Quran that says, لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها, which basically means Allah is never gonna put something on a soul that it cannot burden. You know, most people, when they actually read that ayah, or when they talk about that ayah, they're like, oh, you can only get problems that you can handle. You can only get problems that you can handle. So if you have a problem in your life, that means you're able to handle that problem. But you know what I also say? I'm like, this right here is the biggest proof that you can only attract what you are. You can never attract what you're not, which means you can only have things in your life that you deserve. You can never have things in your life that you feel like you don't deserve. This is the exact reason why people who win the lottery, they immediately lose the money like as fast as they want the money. People that make big money in a short amount of time and they become very happy about it, they lose that money as fast as they got it. Just because the reason why they're becoming super happy about it is because they know deep in their heart that they don't deserve such money. Go to a country like, not Bolivia, a country like, what's that country? Bangladesh, right? Yes, Bangladesh. Go to a country like Bangladesh. Go find like a person who's homeless, right? Go to them, give them $1 million. Any form of currency, in Bitcoin, whatever. Do you really think that person is going to be able to keep that money? Immediately, they're just going to lose it because they know they're not the type of person that owns such money. They're the type of person that's homeless. And that's not bad, that's not good. It's just, that's literally just the way it is. So their soul, their nafs, it cannot handle such things. Now listen, the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of you guys talk about the law of attraction, and then you're like, well, I'm trying to attract a spouse, a very good spouse. I'm trying to attract a bunch of money. I'm trying to be rich and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, I'm just seeing if there is bugs walking on my arm, by the way. But if you're trying to attract a spouse with certain qualities and you don't have such qualities, do you really think you'll be able to get a certain spouse? Impossible. Impossible. You can never have such a thing. So do you really think you can have like a beautiful car, and you're not the type of person that is like I guess nonchalant about beautiful cars? I think that's the word of the day today, nonchalant, because I came outside and I was telling my own beautiful wife, I was like, listen, beautiful wife, I'm like, it doesn't matter which shirt I'm wearing right now, because she was saying you should have wore a better shirt. I'm like, it doesn't matter. I'm like, it literally doesn't matter, just because the type of shirt I'm wearing right now, it's like I just nonchalantly chose that shirt. Which means if you're trying to, by the way, there's a plane outside in the forest, but I'm saying the reason why right now, by the way, I know I'm very close to the mic, but I don't even think I'll use the mic for the audio. But I'm saying it's like, if you're wanting to basically attract a bunch of money to you, and you're not comfortable being around like luxury, being around people with money, being around like luxurious cars and all that stuff. Like, imagine if you go to like Dubai, for example, and you see a bunch of like exotic cars, and all of a sudden you're just like, wow, dang boy, that's crazy, like that's amazing. Then you'll never have such things. You'll never have such things. You'll never be able to actually achieve them. And this is why it takes a very long time for people who are trying to attract things. No matter how many times you write your goals down, morning, at night, and no matter how many times you go to sleep feeling like you've achieved those things, if you're the type of person that is not comfortable around such things, you'll never be able to get them. And so it's so funny because my own mother would actually say such things to me. I remember every time when we were younger, and she's like, we're gonna go to the park, or we're gonna go somewhere, and I get very excited. I get very excited to the point that, like, I just get very excited, right? Like, as a child, my mom would tell me, she's like stop being too excited. When you become too excited, you'll ruin the trip. And so it never happens. The trip would never happen. And what's so funny is that this is actually so true. Like, the trip, whenever like me or my siblings were just like way too excited, like I'm saying like way too excited, it just never happens. Like, we never get to go to the trip just because it's like you ruined it. You became way too excited for it. But then, let's just say we're gonna go to the, park or whatever, and then it's just like, oh, whatever, we're just gonna go to the park. Like, I love the park, I love it, but we're just going to go to it like usual, then we go to it. And this is why Allah says in the Quran, He doesn't like the people who are overly happy. Bro, when I was younger, I would read that ayah, I was like, why would Allah say He doesn't like the people that are overly happy? Like, why? But it's because when you're overly happy, it's because you, right now, the reason why Allah does not like that is because you, right now, are basically signaling to the entire world that you are not the type of person that deserves such things. And that's why I was saying, if you make big money in a short amount of time and you're very happy about it, you lose that money immediately because you're not used to such things. You're not that type of person. You're basically not that guy. And so one way, because a lot of you guys are going to be asking me, it's like, wait, hold on a minute, but I want to be that type of person that's like comfortable around these things and blah blah blah. One way to do it. So when I was actually in Dubai, I think everybody that goes to Dubai automatically they start doing better in life in terms of like financial wise, just because you're surrounded by a lot of luxury. Like you'd walk around and you'd see a bunch of exotic cars. And so if you can't even go to Dubai, I'm pretty sure right now, if you're living in the West, you can literally just go outside of your house, go to a forest just like this, literally a forest just like this, and go around it. Like just get absorb everything in here, absorb the energy in a forest. That's why I feel like everybody that is from Canada or the US, automatically, if you're living in such countries, automatically you're just going to be doing a lot better than people who are living in third world countries. Just because, again, it's like you look at third world countries, right? They're all barren, they're all deserts, they're all empty. I noticed that, by the way. Like, they're still beautiful, you still find happiness in such countries, but the land itself doesn't look rich. But if you go to Canada or the US or anywhere else, forget the people that are running these countries. The people are horrible, but like the land itself, bro, the land is rich, the land is beautiful. Afghanistan, by the way, Afghanistan is actually beautiful too. Like the land in Afghanistan, it truly is beautiful. So that's why you'll see people who are from such countries, they're always going to have more money than people in third world countries. And then what's so funny is that if these people go back to their own countries, they still start doing a lot better just because they're used to the luxury. Who is that? And so trees, you see trees like this, or like forests like these. Also understand, by the way, that the entire earth is like a reflection of you. So like the water is like a reflection of your blood. The trees, or like the trees is like a reflection of your hair or whatever. I'm saying all of it is you. So then if you come in such places, you as a person will start feeling like automatically it's like you're healing. Because the energy here, it heals you, it connects with you. So if you're trying to attract better things in life, again, you can't attract what you are not. So if you come to places like these, you start to vibrate higher, and so you become a person that is like rich, just because this environment itself is rich. And then you'll be able to attract better things in life too. And also, by the way, this is very true also to like the spouse that you're trying to pick. So they always say, it's like someone would ask in terms of a spouse, they're like, how do I attract a beautiful spouse and stuff? I'm like, don't try to attract a beautiful spouse. Just try to become a beautiful spouse first. Allah says in the Quran, like the good wives are for the good men, and the good men are for the good women. And the bad men are for the bad women, and the bad women are for the bad men. It's Surah An-Nur. And every time I look at it, I'm like, this is so true. If you're bad, you're always going to be marry someone that's bad. And so even if you marry someone that like, if you think you're good, but then you marry someone that's bad, it's because you were bad. It's just your awareness was too low to notice that you were bad. You thought you were good the whole time. So if you're actually good, you'll marry someone that's good. And this is crazy, man, because this should tell you there's something deep within you that you need to be fixing. And so once you fix it, your spouse is like, is going to change automatically too, by the way. Because you guys are going to be like vibrating at like different levels. And so she's there, you're there. And because it's like you're here and she's there, you'll never be able to like match up with her. And so once again, so if you're here and then she's there, basically what's going to happen is that you're going to start attracting another person that's here. So you'll notice that if you're married, Allah's going to basically give you a different wife that's also here, or here, by the way. And so if you weren't married, you'll get a person that's also here. So this is crazy, man, because this is how the entire world works. You only attract what you are. And this is in the Quran, by the way. I'm telling you, these laws are like universal laws. By the way, if you're noticing why my stick got smaller, I don't freaking know, bro. It just got smaller. But you'll only attract what you are. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. Allah will not like burden a soul only with what it can sustain, with basically what is capable of. So if you're not capable of having like a good person, you won't get a good person. If you're not capable of having a lot of money, you won't get a lot of money. So again, if you're looking at yourself right now and you don't have a lot of money, you should self-reflect, man. Literally sit down on a rocking chair with a pen and paper and just think to yourself, it's like, what's preventing this money from coming to me? Because the money's always there, by the way. It's literally always there. But what's preventing it from coming to you? But anyway, man, I hope this video was helpful. This video is coming to you from this beautiful forest. By the way, no one better come to this beautiful forest. It's only mine. Hope you know that. No one ever comes here. Only me comes here. So try not to find it. Anyway, take care.